Hello, I'm Sissy Who. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Rusty Lake. Today we are doing a special episode, or maybe episodes. I don't know how long this is going to be. We have reached the end, official end, of Rusty Lake Roots. However, there is additional content, and a lot of you told me you have to do the additional content. There is so much more information, and I'm always ready to get more info, especially because last time we finally reached the end of that specific game. We had a lot of information, and I don't know where we are going from there. So we are going to review the board. And some of you said it looked crazy, and I agree. This is a bit weird, even for my standard. But at least, you know what? I have all of my data and I'm happy with this. So we are going to review what we went through last time, and then we can jump back into Rusty Lake Roots. So last time we played the final 3 episodes. And finally the branches, converge into that point here. So the Frank branch, we ended up finding the timepiece for Frank, which was a timepiece for the alchemist writing. That episode was a bit heartbreaking and also really strange, because we realized that Frank gets a letter from Emma, but it was the letter she sent like when he disappeared, which was here during the search, and you can even see little Harvey here. And basically that letter went through time and space with Harvey because of Harvey, and went back into Frank's hands, which was like, look at the stars, we look at the stars, and we got the information for the timepiece. Mr. Crow also appeared in the stars, but what we discovered last time, and the time before, is that basically Mr. Crow seems to appear throughout all these episodes, but not to the kids or to the characters, but to us, the player, because we are, as the player, William Vanderboom, who is the brother of Mr. Crow. So these two men, if you remember, this is Aldous Vanderboom, this is William Vanderboom. They're named here the Alchemist Brothers. This is Mr. Crow, and this is us as the player. So Mr. Crow appeared throughout the different games, always speaking to us, saying you have to save Leonard, you have to make them find the timepieces. This kid will have these kids are going to be really sad, but they're so important. Their legacy is super important, because the legacy is basically the grandkids who will then, you will see, have to be sacrificed to revive us. So this is also something that we finally figured out last time, is that we are, as the player William, and Mr. Crows is actually never appearing to the kids, is always appearing to us, the player. Which really make me think, again, is this entire game in a cube? Are we reliving the memories of an entire family? And that's why Mr. Crow can appear and disappear and just change things with us, his brother helping. I've got no idea. Because for me, this really looks like Mr. Howell is making Dell going through, right? Because now I'm thinking, and I said something different last time, but I'm thinking that Mr. Owl sends Dale's back to his memories, or makes him relive the memories. This is where I really thought that changing the memories were actually changing the past. And now I'm thinking, okay, so in Dale's game, are we playing as Dale? Is the player Dale? Are we the past Dale trying to change his things? Or are we still William? Or Laura, because Laura is in the mix as well. So I'm sorry, that may be really confusing, but I hope we get some answers here. What is sure is that these characters are just pawns into the hands of Mr. Crow, and obviously us, the player, as William. So I like that. I like this, breaking the fourth wall. But this is also really interesting. I've put here William guides as the player follows or even possess the characters, because I'm pretty sure Frank didn't saw Mr. Crow in the stars, just Emma, and then figured out the puzzle, who was love, and opened the box with that password and got his timepiece. Then we finished the Rose branch. She went to the graveyard, she dug up every single member of the family. What was really strange is that all the dates of death were wrong on the different tombstone compared to what we saw in that tree, because I recorded everything. So let me know, or don't if it's a spoiler, but I would be really interested to understand why those are misaligned, because this game seems so specific on details. I'm really surprised they made that mistake. So maybe this will come back later as another enigma. We'll see. I think the last skeleton without a tombstone was ours. I think, yeah, it was Williams. I said could be Mr. Crow, because I'm not sure Mr. Crow is alive, but I think he is in a crow form, because we saw that. I'm jumping ahead, but we saw these 3 different drawings. You know what? I'm going to get to that later, because otherwise it is already super confusing and I'm jumping ahead. So we got this, and what was really interesting in the graveyard is that there was one tombstone that was just damaged, and that was Samuel. And I'm wondering if Albert did that. Pretty sure Albert did that. So Rose got her timepiece, and then we ended up in the final episode, which was called Roots. It's in 1935, which means Dale has been born since almost 4 years. He was 4 years old, roughly, because he was born in December here. So what we had, obviously, in this episode was the end of the game with the 10 sacrifices lined up and the roots going into them. And we had the 3 different pictures. So you can see here in that specific order. So we had the Alchemist brothers, which was linked to the Frank branch, the Crow and the Dead Man linked to the Leonard branch, and then Samsara linked to Rose branch. This image here was actually seen by Ida very, very much in advance. If you remember, the Ida reading was like a long, long time ago. So we ended up having all of those pictures she foresaw, with the exception of the Rose. Actually, now that's a good point. We didn't see the Rose Empress one. So Rose with the crown, it's the only one we didn't see. So maybe we'll see in this additional episode. Now, this to me was super interesting, and there were a few comments in the last episode as well. So obviously the 2 Alchemist brothers are dear Mr. Crow and William Vanderboom. I am still wondering who wrote that note. If you remember, James had a note trying to make him do the elixir, and that's how he died. And it was signed The Alchemist. So would the Alchemist be the brothers, or is it even before them? And you will see why I'm saying that now. So the Alchemist brothers there. Then I believe that they tried to drink the elixir of eternal life. And what happened is that William died. Mr. Crow did not. And this is where, from my point of view, we saw that with James. James made the dog, the immortal dog, drink the elixir. The dog did not die, and then he drank him himself, and then he died. So my theory was the animals can survive the elixir, the human cannot. Mr. Crow, being maybe half animal in his crow form, maybe survived, but William did not. Here is a complete crow, full-fledged crow. The only time we saw that was at the end of Rusty Lake. No, it was in case 23 in the Crystal Ball, where Harvey, who was in half parrot form, was killed by the different fuzzies. He transformed into a full parrot. So this crow here, I'm wondering if it's literally was Mr. Crow transformed into a full crow by that white light of the lake, and that's why he survived the elixir. And then obviously William died and became a fuzzy. Is it just a metaphor? Did he transform into a half form? I don't know. What was super interesting is that some of you in the comment had a different take. The take was the elixir works in pairs and it's a half-half possibility. So for James and the dog was lucky and James died. And maybe in the brothers situation, one lived, one died. And that made me think, okay, that is a cool idea. But I feel like now, is it more also linked to animal and human form? Is it both? Do you need to be two? Because indeed there are two. And then animal are living and human are not. And if you need to be an animal, that it means you need that white light. And we are going back to Mr. Howe and the lake. So this is really the part I can't wrap my head around, and I'm hoping we get more information. I need to know how and when Mr. Crow transformed, because he's the big mystery there. He's still, for me, I said Harvey is the key, and I still believe Harvey is the key. But Mr. Crow is still a huge mystery, because we saw that in the mill, he's working for Mr. Crow, for Mr. Howe. That's going to be confusing. I'll start mixing them both. For the to get the souls right in the right balance in the lake. So why is he working for Mr. Howe? It doesn't make much sense, because if we look at this, Rusty Lake Hotel is really, really early. It's 1893. And Mr. Crow is already working in the hotel. So do you think he started working at the hotel to help, to get some power from Mr. Howe and help him with his brother revival? Was Mr. Howe the one giving him the book? Is Mr. Howe the initial alchemist? I don't know. I'm really lost with this. I'm really lost. And then got into a big sidetrack here. But the last steps, so we have the brother in human form, then we have obviously the consequence of drinking the elixir. And then we have the last step, which is samsara. I'm probably not pronouncing this properly, and I do apologize. But I had a look at this, and this is basically really interesting because it's a cycle of life, so birth, death, and rebirth, but in which suffering beings are being trapped. So it is considered a suffering, or generally unsatisfactory and painful. The freedom from samsara is known as nirvana, a state of perfect peace and freedom from struggles that is beyond birth and death. So that means that the only way out of having an issue with the elixir is actually indeed going back into that circle of life, but never free yourself from it. So you are going to be reborn, but it's kind of like committing yourself to just going round and round and round. And I did say it's unsatisfactory and painful. So they are basically gambling here with with this, but in a sense that they know they will be revived, but after just sacrificing their entire family, because it is their family. I mean, we are looking at two guys, two great uncles who sacrificed 9 because the heart was from us, but 9 people of their own family just to be reborn. And I think, on top of everything, being reborn into a little girl named Laura, which I'm pretty sure it's her because of the dress. So I really think their objective was to be immortal. I'm pretty sure Mr. Crow got that, but now he's stuck in bird form and he's probably going to die if he comes back into the full human form, because my theory is that if you're human, you just died from that elixir. And now Bill wants to come back to life and just came back as Laura. Because, you know, you can never get what you want when you try to cheat life, right? So he's being reborn, yes, but not in his previous body. And did she even know she was reincarnated? Is it why she went to Rusty Lake? Because we know she did. Why did she had Harvey? Where was Harvey during 25 years? This is so confusing. So if we finish, because I've been rambling for a while, Frank and Leonard died in the end, which was really sad. They were wrapped by the roots, and I think they were just sacrificed as well, which was really a shame, because I was really thinking about my sacrifices being given willingly because of the amount of pain and blah, 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 and maybe all of that we can just throw out of the window because they died anyway, which I found really cruel. It's really cruel. Rose was alive. I think it's because she hid in a clock. And then honestly, this just like struck me when I was editing, and I was like, wait a minute. At the beginning, we found William's body in the clock. So obviously he was dead. Is it because he was too old? I don't know, but he was stuck in a clock, potentially protected. And I was like, maybe was he part of a previous cycle? I don't know. Was he like Rose? Did he hide in a clock to not get sacrificed when this happened, because it's a cycle? Which means that if Rose wants, you know, if she can just wait for Laura to have kids and them to have more kids, and then she can just be reborn again in, I don't know how long this took. I have all the dates, but I've got no idea. I don't know. And obviously the imagery of, you know, being born in water, in the lake, it's kind of the rebirth, you know, it's always thinking about the baptism of the Christ, and it was really symbolic to have her standing in the lake with the baby. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I think we got the idea of Rusty Lake Root being a reincarnation and sacrifices of an entire family to get William back, and the big revelation was like, oof, we are actually William, and Mr. Crow is there, and actually maybe, you know, they're not even seeing Mr. Crow, and it's weird that he's around, and he's a Vanderboom, and everything is happening at the same time. Biggest reveal, I think, is that, okay, we are reincarnated into Laura, so Laura is actually linked into all this. But what is the link to Dale? What is the link to Mr. Owl? What is the link to Rusty Lake Hotel, apart from that, you know, it's just next to the lake? So this I still don't know, and I'm really hoping we'll get more information. Apparently we do in the bonus episode. So you know what? We are going to play that right now. Alrighty, so we are back here. This is our full tree. I think we are going to go back to James. It's been a while since we've seen James. So this is what we have. That's a bit loud. I'm just going to reduce a little bit the music. Okay, so this is what we have as a hint on how to proceed here. So we are being told the past is never dead. It's not even the past. Got it. When you are within your memory, you just go around and round and round. Go back to your roots by finding a gold family emblem near every family member. Use this as a first hint, 666. James arrived at the house with this suitcase. So we are going back to James. Here is his suitcase. It's so weird seeing him. All right, so we are jumping. Hello, little doggy. I'm happy you're here. I did not remember he was James' dog. So cute. It's nice, and the tree of discord. You should never have planted that. Okay, so do we need to close this? There we go. So if we put 666 in here, what would happen? If you did it the first time, does it work? I assume no, you have to finish the game. Okay. Oh. Look at that. So those are the card from Ida. Can I pick them up? No. Obviously I have an emblem here. Okay, stop it. I don't want to click on you. Should I don't remember. I don't think we have. Okay, this is from the pigeon. This is the pigeon puzzle. 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Let me screenshot this. Yeah, no, this is new. So I was wondering, is that all of the different reading that Ida did for us? The star was I was going to say Lucas. Why Lucas? Frank. The devil was Albert. The hangman was Emma. The Queen of Pentacles we do not know. We had the Empress. Death we didn't have. We had the devil. The Wheel of Fortune we didn't have, and the Hermit was Frank. So we have Frank, Albert, Frank again, and Emma. Interesting. Okay. Right, so I found you. So do I need to go back to the Ida one? What is that screenshot? Oh, do you think I could act on the pigeon one? I could go back to the pigeon one and enter this. Okay, let's do that. Sorry, Ida. I'm going to go back to the pigeon one. I think the pigeon one was Leonard. Yes. So, my dear pigeon. So I'm going to... How can I do this so you can look instead of me playing on my own? I want to do this, right? So I'm going to look at that color. It's going to be tricky. Can I reduce that? Yes. So this little one here is the 2 blue, is fine. Then I need the... Okay, so this one is also in the correct position. The nothing should be here. And then I have the one which should be there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and then I need to... Nothing. Do I just need to send you off? No? Oh yeah, I have to call them back. Okay, we've got the emblem. But I have no other info? I don't understand how is that helping me? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that just cuts the audio. All right. That's fine. I don't see how that helped me. I don't know who the queen is. The devil. Do I need to find? All right, so I'm going to go back to each one of them. What can I do for you? Sorry, I'm going back to Frank. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9. Being really confused right now. Okay, let's go back through them one by one. So James have done. Let's see for Mary. She's happy, he's happy. Oh, they're so cute. Can I enter a code or anything? Can't touch these fingers. I have a 3, 4, 2. No. No code on here. Okay. So I need to find somewhere to input codes, numbers, or symbols, or something that says crow. Okay. So Mary, I don't think I can do anything with you yet. Emma. Oh, okay. I have numbers. I have these numbers. I have a 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. So can we make a, sorry, I'm going to put it here. Can we make a flower with this? 3. I can't remember what we did, how we did that. Oh, I have to make them. Can I give it to her? Okay, let's try. So let's make a 3. How do we make a 3? Blue. Another blue maybe to make small flowers. Nope. You don't take any more colors? No, you do. Okay. Perfect. And then some. And then you. Can I take you? You, that didn't work. I erased that plant. Okay. Stop it. Blue, blue, sorry, doesn't work. I saw that. And blue, and this, and that. How many of those flowers before? So I just eventually erased. There's not the same row number here. No, I cannot do that. I am confused. Just because I don't remember how to pick this up. Did I had another tool? Emma. Sweet, sweet Emma. Did we had another tool to pick up the flowers? They're making this more complicated for me. All right, I'm going to give up because I have others to do. Hehe. She's there. Any code for you, James? You're so happy. So happy. We have a clock. Aha! Maybe this? Let's try. Let's try that. Oh, so annoying. Sorry, I want to keep this up so you can see it, but it keeps clicked out, so unfortunately I have to remove it. So that would be that. Okay. Samuel, poor Samuel. I can redo the puzzle, but would that help? Confused. Can move this. Okay, I'm going to leave you. I don't know. So I have you. Let's move to you. Can I close that? No. What did you have? You just killed a poor... Oh, I wasn't looking forward to finding you. Oh, look at that. Okay, this we have right here. So I'm going to find these symbols. So it's looking to the left. This is also like this. This is to the right. It's a dot down. Look at that. We are finding more cards. Oh, okay. So this is the Empress. The Empress being Rose. Oh, so the Queen of Pentacles is Emma, but no, Emma was the Hanged Man. Interesting. The Wheel of... Oh, look at that. That is actually corresponding. I just make the input for this, and this was Albert. Death was actually Leonard. This was Samuel. And this would be Emma, but Emma was the hangman as well. Okay, let's try to keep track of this. I am going to take this too, because this is interesting. And we know the Empress is Rose. Going to keep all of this, and then we have to tell Rose the letters in the names. And obviously we have, yes, sorry, I've been paint, it's going to be pain. Sorry, but I need to keep this. So this is Rose, Samuel, James, Albert, Mary, Leonard, Ida, Frank, and Emma. Okay. But she also has a symbol. All right, I think the Emma one is going to be a pain with these flowers. I really think so. It's going to be annoying. So I'm missing Ida. You have the cards in. Look at this. Okay. Okay. All right. So basically what's happening is that we have, I'm sorry, symbols on some cards. How many cards does she have? 6. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we just got number 6 here. So I am going to do that. A lot of jumping back and forth, but I would rather show you than just do it on my own. Oh, but she doesn't have the Queen of Pentagram. Okay, let's try it anyway. So, stars is that one. The Hanged Man is you. The Devil is that one here. No, we have the Hermit is here. The one with the crow. The Empress we just saw was the inverted triangle. No, just the double triangle. And Death. Yeah, no, it was fine. We had everything. Okay. All right. Where is your golden? Okay. So we got that one from Ida. We can go to Rose. Hey, Rose.
I will help you.
Yes, okay. So what do we need to tell you? Tell Rose the letter in the names. R1, S4. So does it mean this is a R and this is the fourth letter? Is that right? What does that mean? What am I going to tell her? Okay. I am going to do something like this. She's going to be complicated. I'm hoping I am correct. Okay, R1. Easy. That's R. Then we have the fourth letter of Samuel. It's U. Are we going to have a new information? Then the fifth letter of James' name, that is an S. Oh wow, we have to go quickly? Okay. No. R. Oh, is that going to be Rusty Lake? It's probably going to be Rusty Lake. Then the sixth. No, maybe not. No, it's definitely going to be Rusty Lake because the sixth letter of Albert name is a T. Still going to play along. Mary, fourth letter is a Y. First letter of Leonard, yeah. Okay. Third letter of Ida. Fifth letter of Frank. And the first letter of Emma. Yep. Okay. Now, the only thing I have left. Oh, I have crow here. I don't understand how. So my hint is crow. And then I have this. This is the flower thing. I know it's the flower thing. How do I write things with you? The only thing I have is that stupid man. It's nothing like an... I am confused. Who am I? That's the only two left. Okay. Oh no, I have Mary. Can I do anything with you? You're in love, poor Mary. Just have that hand. Okay, let me figure this one out. Because it's... Oh, apologies. Something with these flowers. Do I have to click on them? Is it as silly as this? 3. Oh, maybe it's as silly as this. 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Me and my brain. Okay, now I'm missing you. You are going to be a tricky one. Do I need to click on this? Do I need to write crow? Or maybe... Okay, that helped. Oh, perfect. The lovers. Oh. They were in love. Well, I assume Samuel and Ida were in love as well, but I believe James and Mary loved each other very, very much. Okay, and Mary, so now that we have this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Back to your roots. Oh, here we go. Oh, no way. Going back to this. Okay, to see how long. 45 minutes, okay. Nice. Look, he's going to drink. And this is what was in the picture of them. You remember the Alchemist brothers? So I assume we are playing as ourselves, William, but alive. This is the Vanderboom. I don't know why they keep showing us that. Hello, brother.
Hello, brother. Find the elixir. Hello, brother. Find the elixir.
Find the elixir. Do we have to make the elixir? Oh, wow. Okay, stop. What is that? That's air. And that's fire? Oh, okay. What? How do I do that? Sorry, oof. Is there anything in here? We made the elixir with... Oh dear, 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 James? In the elixir? Was it like this? I don't know. Should I just try stuff? I have clay. I have a pot. Oh. Oh, do we have to make all the combination possible? Interesting. We have lava. We have a cloud. I shouldn't have done that. I should have started from one. Let's start from earth. I've put water. I've put fire. If I put air, I've got dust. I should have done that. I can just place them. Okay. That's earth with water, with fire, with air. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Earth with... What is that? Dust. Ah, okay. Fire. No, let's do that. Water. Yeesh. Water. Wait a minute. I'm confused. That's with air? Yes. Can I just get rid of you? Okay. So going that way. So water, air, fire. Can't remember what you were, but let's say water. With water is nothing. You are clay. Okay. Water with air is cloud. We have this. And water with fire is obviously nothing. So I already have the two possible combination. Cloud. Then air we have to... Oh, that's interesting. Air with fire is nothing. Air with... You are that. And air with water we have already. Okay. So now we have 3 combinations. So if I put water... That is... shoot. Oh, it makes the clay disappear. Oh. That is not great. Okay. Should I just try to combine them like this from here? Okay, you are nothing. If I add more water? No. If I add more? No. If I add air? No. If I add fire? Gunpowder. I see. Let me... Let's try combinations after combination. So you are the end product. If I'm going to make you explode, right? No. Okay, so you're also the end product. Can I combine you with something else? No. Lava. Am I supposed to know what I'm doing? Stone. I'm just trying every single combination. Love this. Can I add something? No. Okay, I found electricity. I'm happy, but still end up with the pot down. Okay, so the clay does not lead me to anything. You just did it again. Yeah, and once I'm in the pot, I'm just stuck in the pot. So let's not start with the clay anymore. The clay is a no-go. So let's put the clay in the pot. So I remember to not do that. So now if I'm doing that, obtain lava. Then this is a stone, and from the stone I get metal and electricity, and then I'm stuck to electricity. Okay. Oh, that is good. It's really good. Oh, wait a minute. I have a shell. Shell is good. No? Shell and electricity? I'm not sure I'm doing this right. Am I doing this right? Do I have to find the recipe? Wait a second. Can you help?
Hello, brother. Find the elixir.
No, you cannot help. Oh! Do I need a pot and an egg? Maybe? I have a pot. Okay, so I did this and that. No, and that. And I got that, and then I got the algae. I have a shrimp now. Shrimp is good as well. Okay, let's try to continue. I'm super confused right now. I'm not sure what I'm doing is actually correct. Because for me, there is no method. Tree. Okay, I am getting... really confused by all of this. Do I really have to find all of the combinations? Can I burn the shrimp? Can I burn the tree? Can I burn the shell? No. Okay, that's interesting. So if I put the fire... No, that is... okay. I cannot put the water, but if I put the water first... So thoroughly confused. Because I cannot add anything to this, right? Doesn't seem I can combine two. I think I probably need an egg. This I did already. Can I burn you? No. I think this is probably really boring to watch, so I may just try all combinations and come back to this. Because I'm keep doing the same thing. Can I put the tree in the... No. I think... Okay, so I put the shell on the vase and now I have chalk. Are those like... Okay, so I cannot do anything with you either. So if I make another vase again with a shrimp, no. Okay, so that means I need to try those as well, right? If I combine the tree with you, okay. Okay, it's nearly been an hour. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more because this is probably super boring to watch. And I will come back while I'm hoping I will feel all of this. And then we can try to figure this out together. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay. I didn't spend that long, actually. I was trying... what I did is I went back to the combination. I did the easy one and I went through all of these guys. I'm showing you on the screen. This guy up there to try the combination, and dust and chalk make the egg. So now I have the egg. I need a vase, right? I think that is it. Okay. No. Ah, it's not a vase. Shoot. Is it just the egg? With water? With electricity? What do I need to do with you? What do I need to do with you? You want the shrimp? You want the gunpowder? Oh, help. Oh, that's not a vase. That is a glass thingy. Okay. How do I make glass? That's a pot, so that's not helping. Can I do anything with lava? Oh, did I try this already? I don't have my shell anymore. Okay. I'll be back. It was painful. That was so painful. So, I managed to make sand doing a rock and adding air to the rock. And then adding fire to create glass. And then I put the egg in the glass. And that gave me the elixir. I'm never going to do this again. This was absolutely garbage. I hated this puzzle. I mean, it's not fun. I mean, you just have to, and then you're losing them every time. I know, I hated that. Waste of time. I'm probably going to have to speedrun through all of this because it's just didn't like this. Okay, here you go. Drink.
You drink first, brother.
So maybe it's not only the pair, is who drinks first. The first one who drinks dies, and the second one lives. No, wait a minute. It's the other way around. James drank second, and he died. Yeah, no, so no. Okay, so we died. Interesting. And that's the seed for the tree? Yes. Uh-huh.
Don't worry. We are always here in our past and future lives.
What?
Better give me the seed. Better give me the seed. The fate of Rusty Lake lies in this small seed. I have to leave now. Mr. Owl needs me. But we will meet again, in this life or the next.
Okay, so what am I thinking right now? So, Mr. Crow. I have different theories there. Mr. Crow knew that William was going to die. Because I assume William needed to die in order to give the seed that will start this entire tree. And he says the fate of Rusty Lake is in this little seed, which I think would mean that why did we do all of this? We did all of this to reincarnate William into Laura. But was it really about William, or was it more about the birth of Laura? I think it's probably linked to the birth of Laura, because Laura is born from the lake, right? So she's a child of the lake, and maybe the only way of having a child of the lake is going through this. So I believe, actually I have another theory. Ooh, that's a good one. You know, we had, where was it? It was in the case 23. We had that old man rowing on its boat and coming to talk to Dale. And he had his mouth soaked, right? And he opened that, and then Mr. Crow popped out. I am wondering if actually Aldous Vanderboom was at some point Aldous Vanderboom, but here if Mr. Crow was actually disguised as Aldous Vanderboom, tricking William into believing he was his brother, making him do all of this for the count of Mr. Owl just to get the seed. And then William died, he got the seed, and then there's going to be all the sacrifices, and then they're going to get Laura, and Laura is going to be... Laura would be the savior of the lake, in a sense, because they sacrifice her at some point, right? And it's even her soul that we process through the meal, and she doesn't like that because then she becomes a fuzzy and tries to grab Harvey. But maybe her soul was supposed to be the one balancing the lake, maybe, after all the fuzzy went crazy. So is Mr. Crow really Aldous Vanderboom, or did he just pose as Aldous Vanderboom? Definitely an undercover agent from Mr. Owl anyway. So I really think Mr. Owl transformed him into a crow, and he was just like kind of tricking William anyway to do this. And that's why he didn't die from the elixir, because he was already part animal. Okay, so that would be my theory right now. He was working for Mr. Owl from the beginning. The plan was to give birth to Laura, who is going to be the one helping the lake. How, I don't know, by being sacrificed. Was her death something that was supposed to happen? Maybe not. Maybe that's why Dale now is the one who can do something, because maybe he's going to save Laura. That was actually, that's the point from the beginning, right? In season, you try to save Laura, and you save her, or send her to the moon. I don't remember the end. I believe she lives at the end of season. So maybe this entire thing is to have someone, Dale, helping solve the case of the murder of Laura, to just save her. And then by having her saved, helping the lake, because maybe when on the timeline she died and they processed her through the mill, they realized that the lake was completely imbalanced. I don't know. That would be my theory now. Okay. I feel better about this. I got really puzzled. That puzzle drove me nuts. I've lost so much time on it. I'm going to fast track all of it because really it's not interesting. I assume there were far many more combinations, but that was so painful already. I don't have the patience to find them all. Some of them I found and then I lost and I couldn't find again. It was just a nightmare. All right. I get it. This is really tragic. Say goodbye to the good old dear Vanderboom. Next time, I don't even know what we are playing next time. Let me check. Let me check the order of the games. Okay, so next time we are back to Cube Escape and we are playing the cave. Finally back out of Rusty Lake roots. So that would be interesting. The cave is one of the location we have not visited on the map of Rusty Lake region, let's say. Then we have Rusty Lake Paradise, Paradox, a movie. Wow, Rusty Lake film. Okay, that would be interesting. And then we have the White Door, and I believe is the White Door the last one? I believe they released one recently. When was that? Yeah, 2016. I believe there is a co-op one at the end. We'll see how we do that one. Yeah. Okay. Good. I feel good about this. Yeah. I think I'm happy with my theories. We are done with Rusty Lake Roots. I think it took me 6 months to do this. But yeah, let's see how this family ties into all of this. I really, really believe that unfortunately for them, there was just one big mess of a sacrifice to have Laura alive and just going along with Mr. Owl's plan. I knew Mr. Owl was going to be tied to this, I just had no clue how. But that is really interesting that Mr. Crow has been working from him from the beginning, from the very, very beginning. Which means that he has been working for him for ages, because we saw Rusty Lake Hotel was right up the middle of everything here, so he was already anticipating. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. This started before the beginning of Rusty Lake Hotel, but once again, you know, they say the past is never the past, and it's not even the future, not even the present. Maybe we'll see each other again in our past lives. I mean, they just don't care about time. They're just going back and forth. What was interesting that Mr. Crow had actually wings. So yeah. All right, I really enjoy this. I just have many, many more questions, but I'm happy we can go back to something outside of Roots just to see how this game gets into the entire series, because now I'm curious. I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you next time for the Cube Escape Cave. Bye bye.